Hello and welcome to another interesting episode of Customs Duty brought to you by the Nigeria Customs Service. In our package this week, Nigerian border security takes center stage as World Customs Organization WCO, Nigeria Customs Service, NCS collaborate, train officers on cutting-edge tools to fortify borders, boost trade in a bid to strengthen border security through innovative data-driven approaches. We'll also bring to you other reports alongside the usual Customs Hub segment, where we get you informed on activities that relate to import and excise duty collection for the week. I am Tosin Obiakeme. Thank you for joining us. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
The 18th Africa Security Watch Conference holds in Doha, Qatar, an event during which the Nigeria Customs Service features prominently. The service's performance in strengthening Nigeria's border security and enhancing the nation's economy, among others, have given it a pride of place at the occasion. Delivering a keynote address on the topic, Protecting National Security Through Effective Border Control, the Nigeria Customs Example, Comptroller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeni, MFR, represented, stresses that the service has risen to the occasion in the delivery of its mandate wholly. He reveals that the service has made remarkable success in tackling threats of small arms and light weapons proliferation.
Through intelligence-led operations, the NCS recently intercepted 844 rifles and 112,500 rounds of live ammunition on a seaport, Rivers State South region of Nigeria. In the same vein, another seizure of 55 pieces of rifles and military equipment was made at Murtala Mohammed Cargo Airport Command in Lagos. These seizures were consequently handed over to the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons under the Office of the National Security Advisor for further investigation and prosecution of suspects arrested in connection with the incident.
Bashir Adeni highlights the service's success in tackling drug trafficking and curbing illicit wildlife trade.
The NCS collaborates extensively with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency to intercept several illicit drugs. In 2024, NCS made numerous seizures of drugs, cannabis, sativa, and other forms of narcotics worth billions of naira. This effort underscores our commitment to safeguarding public health and mitigating the societal damage caused by drug abuse. In line with the role of customs in the implementation of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Fauna and Flora, in collaboration with the Wildlife Justice Commission, the NCS has recorded over 12 convictions for over 20,000 kilograms of endangered species in the last 3 years. This includes pangolins, elephant tusk, and so on. And these items are converged mostly in Nigeria, coming from Central African Republic to from other parts of the country, and converged in Nigeria as a means with their ship outside the countries.
The Comptroller General of Customs brings to the fore the service's collaborative efforts at achieving effective border management.
In recent times, the Nigeria Customs Service has signed several customs mutual administrative agreements with various international and domestic stakeholders to enhance border management and trade facilitation. This agreement includes partnerships with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Indian Customs, Canadian authorities, and neighboring countries, focusing on intelligence sharing, capacity building, and joint operation. Domestically, collaboration with agencies like the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority and NMDPRA, National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, have strengthened enforcement against smuggling and diversion.
In stemming the menace of economic sabotage through petroleum smuggling and diversion, Bashir Adeni points to the record interception of over 695,000 liters of smuggled PMS, sealing of 18 retail outlets indicted in illicit activities, and disruption of organized smuggling networks across strategic border states. He emphasizes that integrating technology into border management, particularly geospatial intelligence, has revolutionized the service's enforcement strategies enabling it to monitor borders in real time, deploy drones, and equip officers with modern tools. Amidst these efforts at securing the nation's borders and economy, the service is unrelenting in revenue generation.
The NCS achieved an unprecedented revenue milestone of 5.1 trillion, surpassing targets set for the year. This achievement reflects our adoption of cutting-edge technologies, improved compliance mechanism, and strengthened collaboration with domestic international partners.
At the Gala Award night of the event, the Nigeria Customs Service receives an award for the Best National Security Service in West, East, and Central Africa 2023-2024. Officers of the Nigeria Customs Service from relevant units converge as they attend the Nigeria Customs Enforcement Network training, organized by the World Customs Organization in collaboration with the Nigeria Customs Service, which the service hosts. It is one of several sustained strategic collaborative efforts of the service, as designed by the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, MFR, to achieve secure Nigerian borders. Deputy Comptroller General of Customs, Kikilomo Adiola, underscores the importance of the training.
No man is an island. We cannot do it alone. We need collaboration, and not just collaboration of non-entity, but of skilled people. And who could have done that other than officers? That is why it is mandatory for Nigerian Customs Service to bring up our officers to be abreast with international standard. And that's what made the CGC, Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, to corroborate with WCO to come and build capacity of his officers on this NSEN training. Also to ensure that we have data. We made a lot of seizures at the expense of the lives of some officers. With all this technology deployed in line and in relation with geospatial technology, which is a new innovation also in Nigerian Customs Service. Firstly, we will not be losing our officers to mob actions. Secondly, we will have data, information, not only to protect lives and properties, but also to proactively deploy our interventions to where it's mostly needed.
She emphasizes the service's rationalized selection of participants at the capacity building training.
They will pick from the zones, Federal Operation Unit, Custom Intelligence Unit, the ICT, the Investigation Unit, the Enforcement Unit. We ensure that it's all-compassing. None that is enforcement related were left out. This was deliberately done for continuity. It was deliberately done not only for continuity, but also for expertise. We have people who had experience on enforcement activities put together, giving this knowledge and improvement on their skills and values to be able to pass it on. Mind you, these ones that were trained will be trainers of NSEN for Nigerian Customs Service, even on behalf of WCO. So continuity is guaranteed. And we ensure ICT people are there so that when servers are deployed, we have people to configure it.
Some participants shared their experiences. What's next for them?
It was a very, very good experience, and we really learned a lot. And since they've already tasked us with being, it's a trainer course, so our responsibilities are also much. So we are looking forward to also impact the same knowledge and convince our colleagues of the need for capturing data and using data for proper analysis and also help make strategic decisions.
Now I know that managing data and having data of seizures and suspicions is something that we highly need to tackle so many enforcement challenges here in Nigeria Customs Service and to better make use of all the network we have with other countries. I intend to pass the knowledge on, just like the DCG said, to 4 or even more participants, because that will enable me even remember and practice more and gain more knowledge on the NTN than I already have.
It is such a rare privilege and I appreciate the service for it. The training is such that has opened us up to the need for data-driven decisions, which is one of the policy thrust of our CGC, which is innovation. Without data, you can't innovate anything. So it's very important and has come at such a good time.
No doubt the Nigeria Customs Service will continue to align with the Comptroller General of Customs policy thrust of collaboration, consolidation, and innovation for enhanced service delivery until the Nigerian nation reaps the maximum benefits intended. Commitment of Oil and Gas Free Trade Zone Command to trade facilitation has yielded positive outcomes as it impacts the command's revenue generation for the year 2024 positively. Customs Area Controller of the command, Comptroller Seriki Usman, discloses.
The command surpassed its annual target for the fiscal year 2024 by 2.3%, with a revenue collection of 53 billion 977 million 311,009 naira. This revenue figure has surpassed that of year 2023, the revenue collected in the previous year, with 26 billion 802 million 937,818 naira, which represents 98.6% increase from last year.
Comptroller Usman reveals that the key products exported through the command are refined sugar, fertilizer, liquefied natural gas, and crude oil from major facilities such as Bundu Sugar Refinery, the Torre Chemical PLC, and Bonny Island. The Customs Area Controller attributes the success of the command to collaborative efforts with stakeholders, including the Oil and Gas Free Trade Zone Authority, as well as maintaining the momentum for trade growth and innovation within the zone. He assures of the command's dedication to continued enhanced regulatory compliance, facilitation of trade, and more improved revenue collection for the nation, and general commitment to improving service delivery with the view to contributing significantly to the nation's economic growth. The level of penetration of Comptroller General of Customs' collaborative posture cannot be overemphasized as the message keeps gaining momentum at the level of Customs commands and units nationwide. Customs Area Controller Kebbi Command, Comptroller Iheanacho Ojike, takes the message to the grassroots as he moves to enhance education and community development in his command's area of coverage as well. He is accompanied by Galadiman Gwandu, Alhaji Ibrahim Bashir, as he visits Gwandu Emirate Model Primary School in Birnin Kebbi, Kebbi State. Comptroller Ojike speaks about his motivation.
One of the fundamental thrusts of this administration is collaboration. And in that spirit, that is why we are reaching out to these children. Because we believe that when you catch people young, you imbibe the virtues that will make them very responsible citizens. So we want to reach out to them, bring the meaning of our service to them at this age. Because by the time they get to know what customs service is all about, at this age, very tender age, they will grow up with that responsibility. So that whenever they are called upon, they should be able to meet up with the requirement that is needed for them to go about the job as a well and good meaning of the country. What motivated us basically is that these children are still too young now, but we know that they have parents, we know they have teachers, we know that sometime they are going to be the future leaders of this country. And by so doing, if we can capture them young now, imbibe the spirit of this responsibility into them, it will go a long way, to forging a better future for Nigeria.
On whether it is a one-off, the Customs Area Controller submits.
It's a continuous process because by the time we leave here, I'm sure other students, other people must have heard And you know that it's funny because by the time you reach out, since this is all about reaching out to people, to collaborate, to help them to get engaged into our responsibility, is a process that needs to get far and wide. We intend getting to other students, to other schools, and to further exactly this thing we are doing.
The Customs Area Controller has used the medium to distribute essential learning materials alongside foodstuff, while reiterating the importance of education as a cornerstone of national development, urging the pupils to remain committed to their studies. He says the kind gesture is not alien.
This is part of our corporate social responsibility, even though it's coming within the municipal here. But we still want to reach out because we've been doing that even in our own little way, going to the border communities. Of course, that is, if you look at us well, that is where our job is much concentrated. We reach out there and sensitize them on why they should cooperate with customs to be able to help us do our job better.
Centrally, Comptroller Ojike has used the medium to warn against the dangers of smuggling and encourage the pupils to grow into responsible, law-abiding citizens. The Customs Officers' Wives Association, COA, has often not relented in ensuring that its members are empowered and catered for. This time is a moment when the association, led by its president, Mrs. Kikilomo Adeni, distributes food items to members as they prepare for Christmas.
If you remember with this same thing around Ramadan period, and this is also to make our members have a good festive season, to have fun with their family. Is a season of feasting, is a season of joy, of celebration, and it's about food. So that's why we're giving out all of these items to our members and widows amongst us.
Mrs. Adeni has words of admonition to members of her association.
I'd like to take a moment to, wish them a joyous and peaceful celebration. However, I also like to remind them that they should prioritize their safety and, celebrate minimally. Nothing should be overly done. And they should take cognizance of their surroundings and their environment, especially at night. And they should keep their valuables, close to them.
We now take comments from some beneficiaries and their representatives.
This will impact and boost the morale of the women in the barrack in a tremendous way, because they've actually benefited so much from COA, and this is another awe-inspiring thing our COA president is doing. I know words will not be enough actually to express the women's joy this afternoon.
She has our interests at heart. In short, we are blessed to have her. She has been taking us along, make sure we are spiritually, physically, morally steady in all aspects. You understand? So I don't even know what to quantify her.
My message to COA for distributing this item to the women of COA is that God should bless them for their effort. We have seen it. More grace to your elbow. In Jesus' name.
A total of 300 members have benefited from this gesture at the moment, and Mrs. Kikilomo Adeni says more are still to come. Meanwhile, the COA national president, in a show of solidarity, has taken time to attend Skills Acquisition Graduation Ceremony of Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, DEPOA, where she has delivered a keynote address.
Hold on to guys. No, don't kick, don't push.
The mood is a joyful one. At Customs Nursery and Primary School, Bernawa, Kaduna, as Customs Officers' Wives Association, COA, Kaduna Area Command Chapter, throws an end-of-the-year party for pupils. Beyond entertainment, the occasion provides an avenue for pupils to display their talents in various aspects of learning. Chairperson COA reiterates the significance of the event.
This event is such an unforgettable, memorable thing that we did, because like the history of the school, nothing like this ever happened here. So we decided, with the COA, to come in and help. Because as you can see, the school is now coming up, bringing good things inside. See, bringing new ideas, identifying new passions, so many things.
As he speaks to the Customs Duty crew, Customs Area Controller Kaduna Command submits that the Nigeria Customs Service Management recognizes the efforts of the members of staff of the school.
The management is doing all it can to integrate the staff role into payment scheme of the Nigeria Customs Service. It's a motivation for them. They've been doing a very good job. It's justifiable from how the students are faring in secondary schools as well as in the universities. The graduates of the school have always excelled, and it means it's from the teachers. So we need to provide a good and conducive environment for them to learn.
Customs Comptroller, Federal Operations Unit Zone B is also in attendance.
With collaboration with Custom Officers' Wives Association, we need to give them a befitting end-of-year party to solidarize with them, to partner with the COA, to give them a good year entertainment that is desirable by all pupils of their ages. So we are proud to do that, knowing fully well that humanity is everything. They are our children. We support them in any way we can to give them a befitting end of year and a good life after now.
When asked about how his unit carries out its basic enforcement against smuggling, he submits.
Our operatives are everywhere. We deploy the emotional intelligence, the local intelligence, because our job, custom job, is knowledge-based, intelligence-driven. We have to equally balance anti-smuggling with facilitation of trade. Then corporate social responsibility and national security.
Meanwhile, Federal Operations Unit Zone B is carrying out renovation works in the school in order to provide a more befitting learning atmosphere for both teachers and pupils to excel. A gesture Comptroller Amadu says is in line with the Comptroller General of Customs' passion for uplifting the standard of performance at all customs schools across the nation, from the lowest to the highest level.
Hello and welcome to the segment Customs Hub on Customs Duty. This is a segment that summarizes some of the activities of the Nigeria Customs Service regarding weekly revenue generation and other related matters. We take a look at the total number of pre-arrival assessment reports issued and revenue collected from Friday 9th of December 2024 to Thursday 12th of December 2024. The total amount of pre-arrival assessment reports, also known as PAR, issued for the week amounts to 5,051. The Nigeria Customs Service also generated 366,753,220,067 naira and 03 kobo in revenue for the week. In another development, the Nigeria Customs Service collected the sum of 2,395,313,451 naira 03 kobo from excise duty. That is all for the segment Customs Hub.
We have come to the end of this week's episode of Customs Duty. For more information, you can always follow us on our social media handles now being displayed on your screen. You could also visit our website at www.customs.gov.ng for more updates about the service. See you same time next week. Don't forget to shun smuggling, avoid corruption, and embrace peace. Remember, we all have a collective duty to make Nigeria a prosperous nation. Play your part and we will achieve a Nigeria of our dreams. I am Tosi Obiakeme. Thank you for watching.